I used to think that from 1997 and before, Steven Seagal was Steven Seagal's movies were good, and he would do a couple of good films since then that were kind of okay, like Exit Wounds. That's pretty fun, hokey, okay film. But yeah, I always thought that from 1997 and before, Steven Seagal's films were okay. But I was wrong because I revisited his third movie, Marked for Death, from 1990, and it was pretty bad. I shouldn't say pretty bad because it most of the bad things that are in this are kind of accidental, and they would be better if they had more experienced writers in this, because the movie it's a pretty racist film, and it's really bizarre, but at least they try to give us a real energetic, lively, fun blast of a film. They really did try with that. And this is also one of the very few Steven Seagal films where the fights aren't one sided. What I mean by that. If you see a Jean Claude Van Damme fight, it's back and forth. Van Damme gets a few hits, his opponent gets a few hits, but ultimately Van Damme wins because he's the hero of the film. Same thing with Chuck Norris sometimes. He gets a few hits, his opponent gets a few hits. But with Steven Seagal, because it's Aikido and he has a big ego, yep, he just creams his opponent and his opponent never gets any hits on him. But in the case of Marked for Death, it's a bit different. Like, his opponent is able to get a few hits on him. So that's a little bit of a wonderment. Like, oh my god, how's this guy able to win? That's a good thing that happens in this. So the movie is about a former DEA agent who's played by Steven Seagal. Yeah, his partner dies on the job, and he decides to retire from everything. But there's there's this wicked voodoo drug lords that come and really destroy everything. Basil Wallace plays Screwface, who is this reggae voodoo guy, and he's just so stupid, so over the top, but he's funny. I actually kind of had a fun time watching him. So yeah, when the movie's happening and Steven Seagal tries to destroy all these Jamaicans, the action sequences are pretty good, but yeah, the movie's pretty racist and kind of stupid, but it almost reaches the state of so bad it's good, because the character of Screwface is so over the top, and the action sequences are so over the top. But Seagal, he's a bad actor. Well, he's not as bad as some, but yeah, he's still not very good in this. So the ultimate verdict of Marked for Death is it comes close to being so bad. So it comes close to being 3 stars, but I can't quite give it that. So I'm going to give Marked for Death from 1990 2.5 stars out of 4. Please subscribe.